Wait, there is something I must first do.
You don't mean...
Yes, I see something within this young man. Strength yet untapped, power yet unleashed. Now hold still, as I unleash the Valley of Strength hidden deep within! There, I have unlocked your potential.
I don't feel that different.
It wasn't that much.
Huh. So this is my full potential?
Yes.
So, then it's...
All downhill from here.
Overhaul and Leobreaker, Leobreaker and Overhaul. Hello my fellow viewers, I'm the viewer. And today, we're going to be talking about the amazing, but somewhat tragic tale of Transformer Cybertron, Leobreaker, and Overhaul. Now, what do I mean by tragic? To put things simply, Leobreaker really got the short end of the stick in the show. But let's go over it and find out why.
Overhaul transform! Ready to kick butt! Leobreaker, transform!
So I want to address the elephant on Cybertron real quick. Due to dubbing shenanigans, Episode 2, the actual Episode 2, was moved to being Episode 52 for the English dub. There's a bunch of strange back and forth reasons why, but I can't get into that now, so I'll get into it at a later date. Just so you know, any future videos of most Autobots that are from the beginning to end is going to follow this principle. But without further ado, let's talk about Leobreaker. Episode 1. As the Autobots prepare to leave Cybertron, they're attacked by Starscream. Then Overhaul comes and pins him down. But Starscream is able to break free and attack the others. Later, in Landmine's flashback, Jetfire gives Overhaul and the other Autobots their new vehicle data. Then, Overhaul is seen escorting the other Autobots through the space bridge. Episode 52. While Optimus and Scattershot look for Landmine on Earth, the rest of the Autobots try to get the planet map back from Megatron. Overhaul and Hotshot attack him, but they're quickly overpowered and Megatron escapes. Episode 2. While coming up with ideas for the new headquarters, Overhaul makes the grave mistake of questioning a woman's idea.
I don't really see the difference, do you?
I guess it's some weirdo Earth thing.
That's just rude.
Oh, no, we're all sorry, ma'am.
Then, later pays the price.
Hey, Overhaul! That piece goes right over here.
While covering the base in stealth coating, Megatron is heading in that very direction, and Overhaul is the only bot close enough to finish the job.
Overhaul! Get over to D-Block and quick!
There isn't time.
There's still almost a minute left, Overhaul. I know it's not much, but we're not giving up now.
All right, but there's no way I can do it all by myself.
Maybe not, but you still gotta try. Now get going!
Right, I can do this.
Luckily, at the last moment, Vector Prime appears, and with his cyber key, drives Megatron away. Episode 4. Overhaul is fed up with standing around and doing nothing, and leaves.
Come on, less talking, more walking.
Wait! Overhaul, where you going? You don't even know where to look yet.
More bolts and brains.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you.
Episode 5. As the Autobots search for the Omega Lock, Starscream and Thundercracker come and wreak havoc. Overhaul and Landmine wait on the ground for the chance to ambush them, but Thundercracker takes them both by surprise. Angered, with his cyber key, Overhaul gets a direct shot at Thundercracker, which causes him and Starscream to escape.
Slam attack!
Episode 7. Overhaul charges straight at Thundercracker, but gets blinded by his trap. Episode 8. With the mountain above the town about to collapse, Overhaul and Landmine help rescue the humans still trapped inside the buildings. Episode 10. As Overhaul and Kobe finish helping an Autobot refugee out of a ditch, every Autobot on Earth decides to lend a helping hand to find any information on the Omega Lock. Later, after rescuing the Autobot Joyride, yes, that's her name, I searched it up, I didn't believe it either, from Thundercracker, she leads them to markings deep in the desert. Even though they didn't find the Omega Lock, they did find the location of the jungle planet. The Autobots make a portal and send both Overhaul and Landmine to go find the Cyber Key. Overhaul goes first, but just before Landmine could get in, he gets shot in the back by Thundercracker. After getting rid of Thundercracker, Vector Prime is injured and can't make another portal. So Scattershot tries to contact Overhaul, but it's no use. He's on his own.
This is a Cybertron team calling Overhaul. You there, big guy? Come in.
Overhaul here. I read you, but you're breaking up like crazy. Do you read me? Scattershot, are you there? Nothing could get past this lightning. Maybe if I get up there. Overhaul, transform!
As Overhaul treads through the jungle, he finds out that the Decepticons are there too. And before Overhaul can react, the ground beneath him splits apart and he's moments away from landing in lava.
This place is coming apart! Lava!
Episode 11. After the chaos, Overhaul wakes up and is greeted by the Elder B-Spot Backstop. Overhaul explains his mission to Backstop, then the B-Spot Snarl appears and is very suspicious of Overhaul, believing that he is with Megatron.
I bet I know why you're here. A Cyberplanet key.
What? How did you know that?
Because I ran into that friend of yours, Megatron.
Megatron? He's no friend of mine. Where is he?
Backstop reassures Snarl that Overhaul means no harm. Then, Overhaul and Backstop have a back and forth about how to deal with the planet's ruler, Scourge.
It has been said, those who quest for power will only find sorrow. And in the end, these cyberplanet keys may prove to be no different.
Come on! These keys are gonna protect the whole universe!
Or destroy it. Power is dangerous. Look at Scourge. His strength is so great that it could have united this planet, but instead he uses his might to control everything so that only he has any power.
If this guy's so bad, then get rid of him!
War is not always the best choice.
If that's what it takes, sometimes that's all guys like him understand!
What about the innocent bystanders, or those punished by Scourge even if they didn't do anything?
Yeah, but still, you gotta fight for what you believe in.
Unfortunately, violence only creates more violence.
Right, so what are we supposed to do then? We have to do something.
On that we agree. But that doesn't bring us any closer to an answer. So we must wait until a solution presents itself.
Episode 14. Overhaul and Backstop attempt to reason with Scourge, but unfortunately, Scourge isn't interested in Overhaul's mission. As the tension between Overhaul and Scourge rises, Scourge offers Overhaul a challenge, and he accepts.
If there's something you want from me, Offworlder, then take it.
If that's the way you want.
Futility.
Episode 15, the battle begins. Scourge swipes at Overhaul, not giving him a chance to get close. Then Overhaul gets a direct shot at Scourge with his slam attack. Then Scourge activates his dragon heads and awards Overhaul with a brutal, flaming beatdown.
Not good.
No one challenges me and wins!
Just when Scourge was about to finish off Overhaul, Snarl appears and grabs Overhaul and runs away. Even though Snarl saved Overhaul, Overhaul is still upset because it costed him his honor. So, in the volcano, Overhaul bathes himself in lava so he can train to withstand Scourge's fire attack.
I know what you're doing, learning to withstand Scourge's heat breath attacks, but you're going too far.
You're breaking my focus.
Master Backstop says that violence produces a chain effect that only succeeds in creating more violence.
Stop it! I didn't ask for your help, so just butt out.
I saved you because the fight was over and I could not watch him destroy you, not while you were helpless.
You should have stayed out of it, Snarl, and let the battle run its course. My honor's gone. I would rather be destroyed than to be known as a coward.
Later, Overhaul arrives at the temple and challenges Scourge. But Scourge is still not impressed, so Undermine attacks Overhaul. Overhaul quickly deals with Undermine and Brimstone, and only then Scourge accepts the challenge. Overhaul launches his slam attack at Scourge. Scourge blocks it, but that very moment, Overhaul lunges and gets a direct hit at Scourge. Angered, Scourge unleashes his fire attack on Overhaul. Engulfed in flames, Overhaul is able to push through the fire and land another direct hit on Scourge.
Don't tell me to get out of the kitchen. I can take the heat. Now, who's the weak one?
Just when Overhaul had Scourge on the ropes, Megatron throws a beaten up Snarl at Overhaul, knocking him down. Then, with Scourge back on his feet, he decides to deal with Snarl first. Right there, Overhaul gets in between the punishment.
Move aside, interloper!
You call me a weakling, but you attack the helpers. You're the weak one.
As Scourge beats Overhaul mercilessly, with the power of the Cyber Planet Key, Overhaul is reborn as the new Lionbot Leobreaker, and escapes with Snarl.
I have embraced my destiny. I am a jungle planet. I'm Overhaul no more. I am Leobreaker!
Episode 16. Optimus and Vector Prime are being attacked by a plant monster. Then, Leobreaker appears and defeats it. And later, with Snarl and Backstop, they explain what's been going on. Then, Scourge and the Decepticons sew up to cause trouble. With Optimus not wanting to fight, Scourge and the Decepticons leave, but not before taking Snarl captive. Then Leobreaker heads to save Snarl, but is intercepted by Megatron. As everybody fights, Megatron gets the upper hand on Leobreaker. And just when Megatron was about to give the finishing blow, a flash of light strikes Megatron and engulfs Leobreaker. This leaves everybody in shock at the sight.
Optimus Prime, transform! Leobreaker, transform! Claw mode!
Then, by some miracle, Optimus and Leobreaker link up and combine their power into Savage Claw mode and defeat Megatron. This earns Scourge his respect, and he lets Snarl go. Episode 17. The Autobots are having a discussion about their new power. But later, while Leobreaker is walking by himself, a suspicious-looking Transformer appears, begging for help.
Please, it's my friend. He's stuck under a rock slide. Can you help me?
Where is he?
This way. Call for assistance, please. We need a lot of help.
As the Autobots reach the canyon, they run into the Decepticons and have no choice but to fight. While Leobreaker fends off Starscream, he notices the same Transformer from before.
He's the one who led us here. He set us up.
But before he could investigate, Scourge is choking out Optimus. Then, with Leobreaker's help, they defeat Scourge and the Decepticons leave. Later, Leobreaker confronts the Transformer sideways. After he explains his actions, the Autobots receive a message from the Speed Planet, then Sideways escapes. Episode 18. When Hotshot wins the Planet Cup, that moment the Decepticons show up and steal it. Leobreaker fights off Sideways,
You shouldn't have done that. You'll have to pay.
but Megatron walls Optimus. With Leobreaker's help, they link up and defeat Megatron. Episode 19. Optimus, Vector Prime, and Leobreaker are heading back to the Jungle Planet. But when they touch down, they're ambushed by Ransack and Crumple Zone. Optimus and Leobreaker link up and quickly deals with them. Episode 20. The Autobots try to reason with Scourge, but Scourge is only interested in trial of combat, and Megatron isn't making it easy.
You see, Scourge, he has no respect for the laws of Jungle Planet. He asks for your help, but his cowardice is an insult to everything you have built here. It's pathetic.
Pathetic? I'll show you,
Leobreaker, don't let him get to you.
He fights with his own arm.
So, after a back and forth, Leobreaker releases himself from Optimus and fights Scourge on his own.
Leobreaker! Only one thing matters here on Jungle Planet, and that's brute strength.
No! It seems there's at least one lion among the lambs.
And now it's time you saw the heart of this lion. Cyber Keyboard! I hope you're ready, Scourge, cause I know I am. Who's a warrior now, Scourge?
Well, warrior, can you stand the heat?
As Leobreaker is down, Megatron is about to finish him, but Scourge declares Leobreaker a worthy opponent, so they spare him.
He is a worthy opponent and has earned my respect.
Rubbish, I say we finish him.
Megatron, do not forget who rules here.
As you wish.
When the Decepticons leave, the others tend to Leobreaker. But frustrated by what happened, Leobreaker runs off on his own. Later, Snarl finds Leobreaker blowing off some steam in the volcano from earlier. Then, Leobreaker tells the story of his days back as Overhaul.
Sure, I heard you, but it doesn't change anything. Let me tell you a little story. Back when I was Overhaul, I was kind of a lone wolf. No offense.
None taken.
Anyway, I pretty much worked alone. I always got the job done, and I liked the attention it got me.
Well, you've done it again, Overhaul. Another successful mission.
The more dangerous the mission, the louder the crowds cheered. It felt good, real good. But I found out there was a flip side to all the cheer.
Guy has no strategy. He just plows through.
Well, I sure wouldn't want to go on a mission with him. He's way too reckless.
Reckless? Overhaul's just plain crazy. I want a partner who will watch my back, not use me as a shield.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to rely on Overhaul.
So I kept working alone. I wasn't responsible for anyone else, and no one was responsible for me. At least that's what I thought. Until one mission. So that was it. I was completely alone. Nobody could help me. Nobody even knew I was hurt. I figured my time was up. Optimus! But how?
Overhaul, are you all right?
I couldn't figure out what had happened. Why was Optimus there? Had he just stumbled across me by blind luck? It just didn't add up. until Optimus explained.
Sorry, Overhaul. I tried to give you some cover, but the Decepticons attacked me from behind. I saw you go down and I came as soon as I could.
Then Optimus arrives and makes up with Leobreaker, and they prepare for their next encounter with Scourge. Episode 21. As the Autobots head for Scourge's temple, they're ambushed by the Decepticons, and everyone but Optimus and Vector Prime are trapped. After a standoff, the others are able to break free and drive the Decepticons away. Then they head for Scourge's temple. When they arrive, they explain their delay, then they battle.
I'll give you one chance to surrender, Scourge.
Here's your answer!
You asked for it!
You'll have to do better than that! Weakling!
Guess again!
While going at it, they manage to disarm Scourge, but that moment Scourge knocks them down and stomps on Leobreaker, causing them to separate.
You're right where you belong, beneath me!
What's happening? I don't know! You alright?
Yeah.
Optimus and Leobreaker link up again, but on the left side this time, and defeat Scourge.
Now you get a full taste of our strength!
And here's a taste of mine!
This ends
Episode 22. When the Autobots are about to leave the jungle planet, they're attacked by the Decepticons. During the battle, Leobreaker realizes the downsides to his Snarl asks Leobreaker if he's positive that they're carrying a
firepower. Get down here! Come fight like real warriors!
In order to keep the Cyber Keys safe, the Autobots split into teams, and Leobreaker and Snarl head towards the coastline.
Why aren't we moving on the cover of the jungle? That's the idea. We're creating a diversion. You're talking like you know we have one of the decoy boxes. Come on, Snarl. Optimus would never trust me with the real thing. Who knows? Maybe this time is different. Why this time? You've changed a lot, Leobreaker, even since I've known you. And I don't just mean on the outside. Optimus must have noticed that. I don't think so.
Then suddenly, they're attacked by the Decepticon Mudflap.
I've got more for you!
Eventually, Snarl flanks Mudflap from behind and throws him away. Later, they're spotted by Megatron and Starscream. Leobreaker, now believing that he might be carrying the Rio key, hides in the jungle. While hiding, Megatron starts spitting facts at Leobreaker.
Well, I must admit I'm rather surprised, Leobreaker. I didn't expect you to run from a fight. But then you've always had someone to back you up. Optimus, Snarl. It seems that without them, you're just another pathetic coward.
Just when Leobreaker was about to confront Megatron, Optimus arrives and they link up to face Megatron. During the clash, Starscream attacks them from behind. Right when Megatron was about to end them, the Matrix of Leadership summons a portal and every other Autobot appears and surrounds them.
Hand over the Cyber Planet key. It's more important to all of us than you know.
If you want it back so bad, come and take it.
They try to escape, but Optimus slams Megatron and the Decepticons leave empty-handed.
Megatron, we were going?
Episode 23. Optimus offers Snarl the chance to insert the next Cyber Key, but Snarl gives it to Leobreaker. Once inserted, they receive a message from Primus himself. Then, a mysterious signal from the North Pole appears, and the Autobots head out. When arriving, they discover a massive hole, so Optimus, Landmine, and Leobreaker head down. While investigating, they find a room full of pods.
We'd better proceed with caution.
You're just in time to celebrate my amazing discovery.
Starscream!
We meet again, Optimus! Not so fast!
Starscream releases the seal and frees an army of ancient Decepticons. The three Autobots are outnumbered, and Starscream buries them in ice.
Optimus Prime, prepare to meet the Allspark!
Episode 25. With Starscream's new army searching the globe, Leobreaker connects the base to the telephone grid, so the Decepticons can't track their base. Later, due to the Minicon Jolt sending messages to the base, Starscream finds their location, and the Autobots have no choice but to leave Earth. As the Autobots head up the space bridge, Starscream fights through the Autobots, but Leobreaker is able to break one of Starscream's swords. Then later, he links up with Optimus to defeat Starscream. But at the last moment, Starscream is able to escape with the Omega Lock. Episode 26. When the Decepticons arrive on Earth, they're intercepted by the Autobots, and they battle. Leobreaker and Snarl fight Scourge, but Scourge traps them in a flaming vortex.
Optimus! Leobreaker and Snarl are in trouble! We've got to get them out of there!
Episode 29. Optimus, Vector Prime, and Leobreaker head deeper into the volcano, but they're attacked by Sideways.
Let's rock! I'm over here! I got him! Not!
So with the help of the Minicon Safeguard, they're able to hit him.
Over there! Got him! There!
Until Scourge lands on Sideways. Later, the volcano erupts, revealing Starscream's new size and power, and with a single punch, he defeats Optimus and Leobreaker. Episode 30. Optimus and Leobreaker were hit so hard that they were split apart. While under heavy fire, Optimus sends Override, Evac, and Leobreaker to bring the Omega Lock to Cybertron. Leobreaker protested, pointing that they won't be able to link up.
But Optimus Prime, if I go, we won't be able to link up and use our Savage Claw mode on these Deceptipunks.
Even though it's risky, Leobreaker agrees to go. While heading to Cybertron, the three are being chased by Megatron. Episode 31. The three Autobots are stuck in between the damaged space bridge and the Decepticons. While under heavy fire, the three Autobots decide to make a jump for it. Then the Omega Lock starts glowing and carries them through safely. The three later arrive at Cybertron, but Megatron arrives soon after. Luckily, Optimus arrives and he links up with the new Autobot Wingsaber to form Sonic Wing Mode, and Leobreaker is more than surprised.
Wow! Another new combination?
Sonic Wing Mode! The most powerful one yet!
Come on! Savage Claw mode is at least that powerful!
Megatron attacks Optimus, but turns out he was aiming for Leobreaker and steals the Omega Lock. Later, after defeating Megatron, the Autobots bring the Omega Lock to Cybertron's core. The planet begins to break apart.
Everything we've been through, everything we've done, it was wrong! We've been doomed from the beginning!
What's wrong with you? How can you say that?
Open your eyes, you fool! We don't have time for this!
And after a back and forth, everyone gets back on their feet and retreats to Cybertron's moon. They soon realize that the planet is Primus himself. Episode 33. After receiving the whereabouts of the last Cyberkey, Megatron returns as a ghost and the Decepticons attack. Leobreaker orders everyone to stop firing.
Hold your fire! Look around. Those Decepticlowns have gotten their fighting spirit back. And it's all because of the shadow of their fallen leader. If we're gonna win this thing, we gotta take care of Megatron once and for all.
Then Leobreaker makes the bold decision to attack Megatron head-on.
Use your cyber key first, you darn fool.
But it's no use. Then, after Megatron is revived, he covers Leobreaker in a black mist. Then it starts to take form, and to Leobreaker's horror, it becomes his dark reflection, Nemesis Breaker. Then, Megatron explains the truth about Nemesis Breaker.
How? Optimus doesn't know, does he? He doesn't know about the dark thoughts you hide deep within. But Nemesis Breaker was formed from your own dark side, and now that very darkness will be the Autobots' destruction.
As hard as Leobreaker fought, Nemesis Breaker beats him. And to make matters worse, Megatron links up with Nemesis Breaker. Furious, Leobreaker lunges at Megatron, but he's no match for him. Optimus arrives and asks Leobreaker to link up with him. Now with both leaders linked up, they fight. Episode 35. With everyone still fighting, Optimus and Megatron are evenly matched, and as the battle continues, neither can gain ground over the other. So Optimus comes up with a new plan. He switches back to Sonic Wing Mode.
Here's a taste of real power!
Episode 38. The Autobots prepare to go to Giganton. But everyone is concerned of the side effects of traveling to another dimension. So with Vector Prime's help, they make a vaccine. After the injections, Leobreaker calls out Jetfire for not getting his shot.
Hey! Jetfire's hiding! He didn't get his shot!
What? Oh, you're a rat for a big cat.
Episode 40. The Autobots look for the old city data to help find the Cyber Key, but they lose contact with Leobreaker and Snarl. Later, they find the two knocked out cold. Episode 42. The Autobots split into teams, and Leobreaker, Snarl, and Jetfire come across a massive hole in the ground, and they jump down. After touching down, they're ambushed by Thundercracker.
This is where your shindig ends.
Oh, we don't have time for this, Joker.
So Leobreaker and Snarl go on ahead while Jetfire stays behind. Episode 43. Leobreaker and Snarl run into Scourge. And after a back and forth, Leobreaker and Scourge throw down.
Don't you know cats always land on their feet? And I'll land on you! You can't escape. Why are you running? I thought you wanted to fight!
After trying to talk some sense into Scourge, it's no use, and they continue the fight.
You know, Leobreaker, you should be a comedian, cause you're such a joke. But you won't have to worry about being such an embarrassment much longer. I'll see to that. You're done!
You okay? I have to be. We'll do it together! For the Jungle Planet!
Episode 48. Leobreaker takes one of the starships to help evacuate the bots on the Jungle Planet.
We have to get everyone on the ship before the bridge collapses. It's up to you.
I'll do it! I better, or it's curse for all of us down there!
Episode 50. Both Leobreaker and Scourge are the first to go stop the rockets from falling.
Not if I can help it! Hold on, Scourge! I'm coming!
Fine! Quick, we need help over here!
I got your back, Snarl!
Episode 51. Now that the universe is no longer in danger, Leobreaker and Scourge have one last fight to determine who would be the leader of the Jungle Planet.
Not just nobody!
You're only gonna have 8 lives left, kitty cat.
Those are fighting words. I'd like to see who shall be leader of the Beast Planet.
Put out his fire, Tomcat!
Come on, let's go, Leobreaker! Get it!
Yikes! Watch for the uppercut!
And the winner gets to take me out for Energon!
Eat canvas!
Way to go, Leobreaker!
Come on, get up, Scourge! You can do it!
Winner by knockout, Scourge!
Says knock you out!
I was on top of the world, living high. It was right in my pocket. I was living the life. Things were just the way they should be. Went from out of the sky like a bomb comes some little punk in a rocket. Now all of a sudden, some strange things are happening to me. friends are gone, and I'm doing the best I can to carry on. I had power, I was respected, but not anymore. And I've lost the love, the one whom I adore. Let me tell you about a strange things that happened in the
So if you already haven't noticed, towards the end, Leobreaker was really pushed to the side.
That's the story
Of Overhaul and Leobreaker. So from what we know when he was Overhaul, he was known throughout Cybertron as a war hero. He accomplished the most dangerous missions on his own, and he loved it. And ever since the beginning, Optimus was looking out for him. Then, as time went by, more and more people started to lose respect for Overhaul. Heck, even his own friends trash talk him.
Overhaul's just plain crazy. I want a partner who will watch my back, not use me as a shield.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to rely on Overhaul.
Okay, stealth beam coding is completed on A block, B block, and C block. And now it's all up to Overhaul. We are so doomed!
Overhaul, where you going? You don't even know where to look yet.
More bolts and brains.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you.
Despite all the disrespect, Overhaul is one tough cookie. Hand-to-hand combat is his specialty. And being able to shoot Decepticons out of the sky with a single shot, you don't mess with Overhaul. And his battles with Scourge are no exception, because even though he was overwhelmed by Scourge's fire attack, he trained in lava so he can withstand the heat. Then he plows through Undermine and Brimstone and engages Scourge. He unleashes his fire breath, and Overhaul powers through it.
Don't tell me to get out of the kitchen. I can take the heat.
Now, I truly believe that if Megatron didn't interfere, Overhaul could have beaten Scourge. But when Overhaul was defending Snarl, he becomes the Leobreaker, and unfortunately, this is where he falls apart. Now don't get me wrong, Leobreaker is a strong Autobot, and when linked up with Optimus, they're a force to be reckoned with. But more times than not, especially as the show went on, Leobreaker got his ass handed to him a lot. Now, not to discredit teamwork, Megatron's not entirely wrong about Leobreaker.
Well, I must admit, I'm rather surprised, Leobreaker. I didn't expect you to run from a fight. But then you've always had someone to back you up. Optimus, Snarl.
Leobreaker's always paired with either Snarl or some other Autobot, and losing his slam attack didn't make things easier.
Great, teeth and claws, but no firepower. Get down here! Come fight like real warriors!
This also brings up the fact that Leobreaker lost his resistance to fire. Yep, not a single time Leobreaker is able to withstand fire.
Well, warrior, can you stand the heat? Do not play! Comedian, cause you're such a joke! But done!
And just to make things worse, we all knew this was coming, Wing Saber shows up. And when Starscream wrecked Savage Claw mode, it was all Sonic Wing mode from now on. And Leobreaker says it best.
Sonic Wing Mode, the most powerful one yet.
Come on! Savage Claw mode is at least that powerful. What in the world am I saying?
Guess what? Leobreaker still can't catch a break. Because when Megatron comes back to life, he creates an evil clone out of Leobreaker with his own dark thoughts, Nemesis Breaker. Then, Megatron links up with Nemesis Breaker and proceeds to disrespect him. And with Leobreaker down, Optimus arrives and decides to link up with him again. And now we finally have it, the power of friendship versus the power of evil. So Optimus and Megatron fight, but they're both evenly matched. They keep fighting, but neither can subdue the other. But finally, Optimus and Leobreaker get the upper hand on Megatron, and then they defeat him, proving that the power of friendship can— Nah, I'm just kidding! Optimus switches back to Wing Saber because Savage Claw mode ain't good enough no more. So after all else, Leobreaker was finally promoted to Scourge's punching bag. And that's it! I kinda feel bad for Leobreaker. Everything that should have been a power-up ended up biting him in the ass. So in conclusion, you can't give someone a hand when someone else already has his back.